An injury update on Tottenham Hotspur defender Cristian Romero. He is now a doubt for the Leeds game on Sunday. Reports are stating that Tottenham Hotspur defender Joe Rodon is open to a loan move in January and a full international roundup. Welcome back to the channel, hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start the video with some bad news. A report out this morning from the Evening Standard, and it states that Tottenham blow as Cristian Romero suffers hamstring injury on Argentina duty ahead of Leeds clash. Cristian Romero is a doubt for Tottenham's match with Leeds after suffering a hamstring injury in Argentina's game with Brazil on Tuesday night. Antonio Conte has selected the centre-back to start both of his games in charge so far as part of a three-man defence alongside Ben Davies and Eric Dyer. While helping Argentina to a 0-0 draw against their arch-rivals Brazil, which sealed their place at the World Cup, Cristian Romero pulled up with an apparent muscle problem. In the early minutes of the second half, he fell to the ground clutching his left hamstring and was then replaced. Cristian Romero will undergo tests to determine the extent of the injury and is now a doubt for Tottenham's game against Leeds at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. That time does give the player an extra day to recover compared to the majority of Premier League games taking place on Saturday. The following Thursday sees Spurs travel to Mura for a game that Romero will miss regardless, having been sent off against Vitesse Arnhem in Antonio Conte's debut as boss, the 3-2 win at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at the start of the month. The 0-0 draw against Brazil was Cristian Romero's 10th game for Argentina, and the Argentina stars were filmed dancing around the dressing room and playing home after the win, having secured their spot at the tournament without losing any of their 13 qualifiers so far. In the early hours of Wednesday morning, Italian journalist Cristian Romero tweeted, "Bad news for Tottenham and Antonio Conte. Cristian Romero goes off injured in the Argentina v Brazil clash, and it looks like a left thigh injury. Medical tests in the next couple of hours will clarify on this problem." He then goes on to say that Cristian Romero was playing at top level yet again. On this same story about Cristian Romero, the Sun newspaper have reported it's a blow for Antonio Conte and Spurs, with the 23-year-old impressing at the back since his summer move from Atalanta. And it then states that after being attended to by medics, he tried to play on, but had to be replaced just moments later when it became clear he couldn't continue. Now, my thoughts on this. This is the third international break of the 2021-2022 season, and it has been frustrating every single time for us Tottenham fans, particularly with the South American players, particularly with the Argentinian pair as well. You know, Cristian Romero looks the real deal. He looks a fantastic player, and as Fabrizio Romano said there, you know, he's having yet another great game for his country. You know, the guy is absolutely fantastic. I'm super excited that he is a Tottenham Hotspur player going forward. He's only 23 years old, very composed on the ball. I think that he can really get stuck in as well. I think we're going to see him in a Spurs shirt, you know, pick up a number of yellow cards, a number of red cards, very aggressive as well. I love that about defenders. And, you know, I just think it's such a shame, you know, if we end up being without a player like Cristian Romero for the Leeds game and going forward, you know, the next month or so, we've got games coming thick and fast and we need our best players. And Cristian Romero is certainly one of our best players at the moment. The good news is the next international break isn't until, I think, the 26th of March, the end of March. So we do have a number of months now to wait until the next international break. I find myself watching a lot of these international games and being very nervous about the Tottenham Hotspur players, of course, thinking it's a success when they get off the pitch and they are not injured. Yeah, it's been frustrating. These 3 international breaks so far this season have been frustrating for Spurs. A report published Wednesday morning by the Swansea Independent are stating that Joe Rodon is prepared to go out on loan in January. It then states, after yet another successful night in a red shirt, which puts the ex-Swansea City player Joe Rodon in the spotlight again, speculation is mounting on his immediate Spurs future. Playing alongside other former Swans, Dan James, Ben Davies, Joe Allen and Connor Roberts on a very successful night for Wales, certain quarters are indicating he isn't against a loan move come the transfer window. Now, my thoughts on Joe Rodon and his possible loan move in January. I think it would be a good move for him because, to be honest, he hasn't been getting any game time in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt, which must be really, really frustrating for him. He is playing more for his country, Wales, than he is Tottenham Hotspur. So if he does go out on loan in January, you know, best of luck to him because he does need to be playing. Professional footballers, especially internationals like him, need to be playing on a regular basis. Of course, that will all depend now as well on the injury of Cristian Romero. If Cristian Romero is going to be out for, you know, a long time, then of course Joe Rodon will stay at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. But of course, it's all down to what Antonio Conte wants to do. We've all got to trust him. We've got to trust his decisions and, you know, see what he wants to do. Will he trust Joe Rodon in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt? At the moment, it doesn't look like it because, you know, he's gone with a three-man defence at the back. Ben Davies, he's gone with Cristian Romero and Eric Dyer. You would think that if one of those players were injured, i.e. Cristian Romero, you would have thought that Davinson Sanchez would come in. But would Antonio Conte let Joe Rodon go out on loan? You know, he might want to keep him to be a substitute in the Premier League. Watch this space. It all depends, I think, on the injury now of Cristian Romero, but Joe Rodon definitely needs game time. Now for an international roundup on Tuesday evening, Wales drew 1-1 at home against Belgium in their World Cup qualifier. Ben Davies and Joe Rodon both played the full 90 minutes. After that 1-1 draw for Wales against Belgium, it has now secured a home World Cup playoff semi-final. Also on Tuesday evening, club captain Hugo Lloris played for France in their 2-0 away win against Finland, with Benzema and Mbappe scoring the goals. Of course, Hugo Lloris kept another clean sheet for his country and he played the full 90 minutes. It was a good night for Steven Bergwijn as he provided 1 goal and 1 assist in Holland's 2-0 win against Norway, and Holland have now qualified for the World Cup 2022. Argentina have also qualified for next year's World Cup after their 0-0 draw against Brazil. Giovanni Lo Celso played 85 minutes for Argentina. Cristian Romero, as I've mentioned, came off injured in the 52nd minute. And for Brazil, Emerson Royal was an unused sub. Tottenham Hotspur star Heung-min Son was on target again for his country, South Korea, as they beat Iraq 3-0 away from home. Heung-min Son scored South Korea's second goal of the game. Best of luck on Wednesday evening to the Tottenham Hotspur women as they will be facing Watford women away from home at the Orbital Fasteners Stadium in the CONTE Cup 7:30 PM kickoff.
Thanks Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.